Hi guys, this is Deepika and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make eggless pineapple cupcakes with a pineapple buttercream frosting. It's an eggless recipe. With eggless recipes, the main thing is that you have to make sure your cake is really moist. It shouldn't become dense or tough. So I'll show you the tips and tricks while I make this. So first, let's go with the ingredients for the actual cupcake. But before that, make sure your oven is preheated for 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. And then I have a muffin pan there lined with some muffin liners. You can even use like cupcake liners or anything you wish. So let's get started. For making the cake, I have some all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda and salt. I'll leave the detailed measurements of all these ingredients below. Make sure you check that out and follow that because it's very important while baking. And then I have some salt and I have some sugar. This is like white sugar and this is brown sugar. You can even make it completely with white sugar, but I think the brown sugar brings like a caramelized caramelized flavor. And then I have some crushed tinned pineapple here. And then I have some vanilla extract, butter, and this is the juice I got from the tinned pineapple. You can even use fresh pineapple, but I think there is more flavor since they add like pineapple concentrate to the tinned pineapples. And then I have some oil and milk. So those are the ingredients. So let's get started now. To start, I'm going to just mix both of my sugars together. And then to this, I'm going to add, like I have 1/8 cup of butter here. So I'm just going to leave 1 tablespoon and add all the remaining butter. Then I'm going to cream this together well. Make sure your butter is in room temperature, guys. That's very important. If not, you can just keep your butter stick with the paper in the microwave for like few seconds and then like melt it down, but keeping it outside the night before like really helps. That's what I did. So I'm going to cream this well together. Next, I'm going to add vanilla extract. So next, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of oil to this because you remember how I left out the 1 tablespoon of butter. Then mix this. I think the oil gives that moist texture to the cupcakes. And then I'm going to add milk. Then give this a mix. Once you add the milk and mix it well, just give a light mix to your flour, baking powder, baking soda, and then add the pineapple. You can add more pineapple if you want to, but I mean, I think this is good. So now after you add the flour, make sure you don't mix well. That is the key. And then I'm going to add my pineapple juice. Now I'm going to add pineapple juice. You can smell the flavor of pineapple. So this batter is not loose enough. So I'm going to add a little more pineapple juice. Sometimes, guys, I have the measurement for the pineapple juice, but I alter it a little bit based on the consistency. So as you can see, I'll show you the consistency when it's there. I think it can be a little more thinner because as I said, if it's very thick, then you're going to get a tough and hard cake, which I don't want. So I think I added all my pineapple juice. Okay, that's it. So I don't want to mix this anymore because if you mix the cake too much, then the gluten is going to form and then it will make the cake very hard. So let me get my muffin tin and then we can start filling them in. I have my muffin plate lined with muffin liners or cupcake liners and I greased them a little bit with butter because I just wanted to make sure. So now I'm going to take my muffin batter and then just fill it like not even halfway through because again, the thing with eggless cakes is that if you make them too big or like too heavy, then they're not going to be soft or moist. So I'm just filling this halfway through, not more. Fill all my muffins and then I'll show you the next step. Now I have all my muffins filled. It exactly made 12 muffins. So now I'm going to take some of the pineapple pieces and put it on the top. Guys, this is optional, but I'm gonna make half muffins and half with buttercream frosting. So for the ones where I'm not gonna add topping, I want the pineapple. You can add as much as you want, but again, don't overcrowd it, because with the weight, then the pineapple muffins won't rise properly. So now this is ready. This is going to go into my preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for about 18 to 20 minutes. I'll tell you the exact time when it comes out, and I can't wait to eat them. My cupcakes and muffins are ready, and I've set it aside to cool. It's been about 20 minutes to 30 minutes since they have started cooling. So it's important that you start making the frosting only at that stage, because if it's still hot and then you make the frosting and just keep it on the counter, it's gonna melt. So you don't want that. So now what I've done is I've taken some, so first I'll tell you the ingredients. I have some softened room temperature butter. This is some pineapple puree. This is vanilla extract. This is optional, guys, but I just like the touch of vanilla. And then I have some powdered sugar. I just took some normal sugar and powdered it. I'll leave the measurements of this below as well. So now I have just whipped the butter a bit with this fork. Guys, I'm making a very small quantity today because I'm not a great fan of frosting. I just like it on like the first one or two. That's why I'm making very little. You can increase the quantities. So now to this, I'm going to add my confectionery sugar or powdered sugar. I added my remaining sugar, and just you have to patiently mix this, guys, for it to combine. And don't worry, it's a bit thick now, but we are going to add the pineapple extract or the pureed pineapple. So now my sugar and butter are almost mixed well. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla. I don't want vanilla to overpower pineapple, but I like just a touch of it. And now I'm going to add my pineapple puree. Guys, this might curdle a bit, but don't worry, as you mix it, it's going to be fine. My buttercream is ready, as you can see, guys. So when you pick it, it shouldn't fall. Like, it should be stiff like this. That's the consistency. I was beating it like really hard for about 5 to 7 minutes. See, this is the consistency. And then don't wait. Immediately scoop this into a piping bag. I got a fancy piping bag, but you don't need that. You can just use your spoon to just top it on the cake. That's totally fine. Now I filled it halfway through. Now I'm going to take these muffins. So guys, this was in the oven for about 20 minutes exactly. And then I took it out. I inserted a fork and it came out clear. That's when you know it's done. So it was in there for exactly 20 minutes. I let it cool down for about 30 minutes. You can definitely just eat it without the frosting. Now I'm going to pipe my frosting. While I was frosting, I couldn't resist, so I ate one. So good, guys. So this is for my husband, my mother-in-law, and some friends, because I like the plain version more than the frosting, but the frosting tastes really good too. So now I'm going to open this for you guys. Since we greased the parchment paper, see how clean it comes out. I made a mistake of not greasing it once when I tried it, but since we greased it, it's so good now. So guys, now I'm going to break it down for you. Can you see how moist and soft that is? This is one of the most soft and moist cakes I have ever made. I promise no one can tell that this doesn't have egg. It's so fluffy and so moist, like how you would make with eggs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please try this out and let me know how it turns out. I appreciate a lot of people making these recipes, sending me pictures. I just feel so happy when you do that. So do send me your pictures and let me know if you make it. I'll see you again Do subscribe to my channel and share this video with your family and friends. I'll see you again with another exciting video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.